So yeah.
All right, let's get to bad tweets. All right, I only got a couple of them, but the first one of the night, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do this, but I feel like I talked to Rich earlier, and I feel like it's okay to do this after discussing it with Rich.
You had to get the boss's permission to do part of our segment. Oh man.
No, I did not. He asked me what was on the docket for tonight because they're going to plug the show.
Oh,
and so I told him, I was like, bad tweets, but I really don't have many bad tweets. He's like, well, if you go to my story that I posted and look at the tweets there, you're going to get 50,000 bad tweets. Use what you want. And then me and him had a discussion about all of the shit that he took. But he is a grown ass man. He's way more famous than me and he can fight his own battles. So I didn't want to come on here and fight battles for him, but it's the end of the show. And so most people have logged off already. So, so let's just go with it. The first bad tweet, Matt Taven. He quote tweeted Rich's story about Sid being best bad wrestler ever, saying these people are evil. And he got a bunch of people attacking Rich and attacking Joe. And I'm like, guys, he's saying that with love. He means it in an endearing fashion. Sid was not a classic work rate, and I hate the term work rate, but he wasn't a classic work rate guy. No. He was a bit clunky at times. But he always was awesome. That's what he means. Like, even though he wasn't like the greatest in-ring worker, he was awesome. That's what that meant. Most people that got mad at that didn't read it. But he said that with a lot of love. And I guarantee you tonight, they probably did close to 90 minutes on how badass Sid was. But nobody wants to say that. They want to attack the headline and not actually what the intent behind the story was.
What really disappoints me there is that Matt Taven couldn't even be funny. Like, it's like, you can't, like, these people are evil. That's a terrible tweet. Like, that's not even a fun, bad tweet. That's just, at least make a joke. Like, God.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Like, yeah. And look, if you're close with Sid and you took that the wrong way, I get it. But it's one of those things you could probably reach out and find out what the intent is. Instead of if you're a famous guy quote tweeting it and then send a bunch of people hating on it. And I'm like, you guys are totally misreading exactly what's going on here. That whole story was written with a lot of love and affection for Sid, the wrestler. So got to get Rich's back on that. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get back to my share screen here. Sorry, folks. This is bad television or bad radio. All right. This is actually a good tweet. Some guy went and trolled at one of his rallies.
Hell yeah. Look at the shirt, the MAGA powers. We're going to destroy the woke. What are they going to do when we drop the big boot on trans and we drop the big boot on everything? We're going to drop the big boot on Social Security. Does that work for you, brother? Trump is a real felon. Then he went to Epstein Island. Trump, no physical, no political violence. No political violence. No political violence, though.
Oh, that was a good tweet. Sorry,
that's not a bad tweet at all.
Yeah, that's not a bad tweet at all. That was a good tweet.
Holy shit, that was fantastic. Get that guy at Dynamite.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. I don't know who that was, but it's been shared everywhere. So I wanted to play it.
I've been off Twitter for like 2 weeks, basically. I got to get back on. I'm missing good stuff.
Like you are missing good stuff.
I did. I'm disappointed in me. Like, anytime you can make Hulk Hogan uncomfortable in front of people, good job.
Yeah, good job. Rovert, our buddy Rovert, he discovered a bad tweet. This was sent to me by King of the North.
Of course.
King of the North. This is his favorite segment. He is not with us tonight, but so Bulky Ray said this: referees in a wrestling match should never be seen until it's time to be seen. And then you flash back to WrestleMania, and here's Bulky Ray in his pinstripes being seen before the match. Now, I don't know what in the world this context was about. I don't know why he was mad. Somebody said it might have been Aubrey, the referee in AEW, but I don't know.
Because it's a woman, so you have to come down on Aubrey because she's a girl, and he gets to do what he wants because Paul Heyman did a great job of accentuating his strengths and hiding his weaknesses. And there's no one that's ever ridden out his 15 minutes of fame more than Bully Ray Dudley. God, he is so irrelevant. I don't even want to get mad about this guy. Like, go do your dumbass busted open show and suck off the WWF teat a little bit more, you fucking dweeb.
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't know what
dweeb.
in the world he was mad about there, but he was mad about something. But somebody did put a good tweet under. I don't know, dude. This made me laugh so fucking hard. I don't know why. Sometimes I like to go through and read what the replies are to some stupid shit. So this guy replies to Bully Ray, and he says, "Bully Ray, big fan. Used to smoke meth with my ex-wife back in 01 and watch you and Devin Dudley or whatever his name was put people through tables. Devin, get the tables. LOL. Take care, sir."
I don't know if that's a gimmick or what, but it's something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's not a bad tweet either. That's actually an awesome tweet.
That's lunacy, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now this is what I'm talking about here. I got this one from Paul Fontaine. It came out that Nikki Bella was a victim of domestic violence, and this jackoff said, "I suppose Nikki Bella was better off with John Cena. Shame." So, guys, and I'm only putting this up here. Don't send me these ones because I want to have fun and make fun of stuff. So please don't send me stuff like that. There was another one that Front Row Brian said that got sent to me. I don't want to get into that one either. But it had something to do with blaming Janelle Grant. I'm like, don't send me stuff like that. Like, those are disgusting tweets. That's a whole nother level of abhorrent and demented. I don't want anything to do with that. So please don't do that to me. But I just using that one as an example because that one did get sent to me.
wow.
So yeah, don't do that to me, please.
Man, I have been off to it. I didn't realize Nikki Bella was a victim of domestic violence. That's awful.
Yeah, it came. I think it came out just today.
How are we supposed to make jokes? Like, god damn, guys, this is
yeah. But here we will leave it on this. All right. Wade, our buddy Wade.
Oh, Wade, I like that.
Submitted a tweet made by me. I actually think this might be AI, but he says this is from me back in July 31st, 2022. Apparently I said, I don't think I said this, but it looks like it's here. Super Bowl. This is July 31st, 2022. Super Bowl coming to San Francisco. Trey Lance is the MVP. JD, do you know what Trey Lance is doing right now?
I do not actually.
He is the third string quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
I got to give our buddy Wade some credit. He went deep to find this thing over 2 years. Anybody that goes that deep to put you in your place scores high points in my regard. So well done, Wade.
Honestly, I think he might be a little bit of an asshole that way. To go back 2 years into my timeline to find something stupid that I said, which I don't think you need to go back that far to find something dumb that I said.
No, but he did, and that's what's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a hater. That's an all-time hater move.
Yeah,
I have nothing but respect for that.
Well, Trey Lance went to North Dakota State University, and he hates North Dakota State. So, because Wade's from North Dakota, so there's a bit of a rivalry there with Wade. But hey guys, that has been bad tweets. Thanks to everybody for your submissions. I will put another call out here pretty soon to do that again. But if you ever just find one and you want me to talk about it, just tag me in it, DM it to me, and we'll try to if we have time, we'll try to get it on the show. But I did want to make sure to get to that tonight. So because there's been a lot of bad tweets out there. They happen every day. So, and
there will always be bad tweets. It's a gimmick that we can run forever, like when Jay Leno used to read typos from newspapers.
Yeah, headlines. I always thought was good from Jay Leno. All right, we got a couple questions, then we're gonna call it a show. Danny says, "Do you guys think Shane McMahon shows up in AEW?" We kind of covered that a little bit earlier. So I honestly think that'll shake things up and maybe just what AEW needs. I don't know it's what they need, but I do think it would shake things up. I do think that. I do think it'll draw short-term interest, but I don't think that it would do much.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to happen. To be honest with you, there seems to be enough smoke around this fire that I think it's probably real.
Andrew Zarian's talking about it. Sean Ross Sapp's talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. Enough people are talking about it where I think it's probably going to happen. But we'll see. And then it looks like Gable Steveson. Yeah, he got cut by the Bills this week. Look, Gable Stevenson's never played football. Mm-hmm. And he got a tryout with the Bills. So I kudos to him. Hopefully he sticks with it. If not, I hope he goes to MMA.
I think MMA might probably be in his future. I can't see anything else unless they could pick him up on the practice squad. Yeah, he didn't play high school football. This kid
No.
was one of the most elite high school wrestlers of his era, and elite high school wrestlers rarely play football. So, fuck Nick Khan and Triple H for not letting him wrestle in the Olympics this year and costing us a gold medal. Fuck those guys. I will never ever forgive Endeavor, that piece of shit company, for screwing our country over. So, bummed that Gable got cut, but it's football, and he's not very big. There was a guy.
He's playing D line too. You got to be a big dude to play D line.
So there was a dude who won the Worlds in 1995, 1996. I'm sorry,
Stephen Neal.
Stephen Neal. Stephen Neal was a world champion and a multiple-time, 3-time NCAA champion. Did not play high school football, and when he did not make the Olympic team in 2000, lost to Kerry McCoy. The Patriots gave him a shot, and he wound up having a multiple-year All-Pro career with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So I mean,
which
can happen.
Yeah, which is like he was the template, right? Which is why Brock Lesnar ended up getting an opportunity with the Vikings, and which is now why Gable Steveson got an opportunity with the Bills. So, like they'll take flyers on people with their 90-man roster, but a lot of them don't make it. But they just got to stick with it. If Brock Lesnar would have been willing to go to the European Football League, like that NFL Europe back in the day, and if he'd have been willing to go to the CFL and get some reps, he might have actually ended up making a team one day. But he's starting from scratch essentially, because he did play high school football, but it'd been a long time.
Hard. It's a hard game to pick up at a high level. It's hard to be, dude. There's good college football players that never sniff an NFL roster.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for us this week on the Mike and JD show. As always, head to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/the Mike and JD show. I will have, I don't know how I'm going to do it, because TNA Emergence is tomorrow night. Main event is Josh Alexander versus Nick Nemeth in an Iron Man match. You're going to go 60 minutes. Show is sold out, so should be a good show. They got a lot going on. That's tomorrow night. I typically record on Saturday mornings, so I might get my recap in for tonight's Impact. If I get to watch it tonight, I might get a chance to recap that tomorrow, put that on the Patreon, and then Saturday, and then watch Emergence tomorrow night, and then on Saturday do my normal show. But if not, I might have to do a double show on Saturday. But I'm going to get 2 recaps going this coming up weekend. And I'm also going to talk about, hopefully there's some new developments coming up in the Observer, but looks like the WWE might be moving out of Orlando, or they might be adding a second PC in Las Vegas. So if they move out of Orlando, TNA currently conditioning the Orlando NXT audience to like them, right? Like Rosemary was on TV this week. Joe Hendry's getting ready to main event No Mercy coming up on Sunday night. So maybe there's a little bit of conditioning happening, and maybe they can kind of slide in and take over some of that audience there in Orlando. So we'll get the latest details on that and talk about all that coming up this weekend on Brace for Impact. But you guys should have 2 shows coming up this weekend out of me.
Should be another Killing the Town. I got to sit down, buckle in, and just finish that story. Grad school always T-bones everything, but I'm determined. We're going to finish it up in the next 3 weeks, I think.
Cool. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us this week. And until next week, mahalo.
Competition starting to